You're about to listen to TADPOG, Tyler and Dave Play Old Games. It's a comedy video game podcast. We would like to stress that the hosts are not experts and are really just very crass commentators. Seriously, this is an explicit podcast that happens to talk about video games sometimes. So please enjoy this pretty okay podcast with Tyler and Dave.
Hello, Internet, and welcome to yet another TADPOG podcast.
I like you're back doing the voice again.
Yeah, tis a show where two old guys play old games. We finished that last list, and now we're just kind of
We're doing a bunch of games.
hobnobbing around, just whatever we want to do, whatever sounds good. No one's complaining yet.
Not too much.
Yeah, we've got some things on the burner. Haven't decided how we're going to go about it. It's in the works. Don't worry. But for now, just two old guys playing old games. This week, we're going to be talking about the NES, not the NES Classic, but a classic NES game.
Yeah.
Kung Fu.
Surely not everybody was kung fu fighting. All right, I've been holding on to that T-shirt joke for like a week, and man, I feel a lot better now that I said it. Did everyone enjoy that? I hope you did.
I think so.
Now you don't have to buy the T-shirt that you've all seen on ads on Facebook, and when you browse Amazon for weird shit in the middle of the night, and then you wake up the next morning, go to work, and you're like, oh man, I'm just gonna see. Oh, I gotta pop on and buy some erasers, and then you get on Amazon, and you're like, oh fuck. Yeah, well, it's like, and it's also like when I go onto sites at work, I do not want anybody in the room with me because I don't want them to be like, why are there all these ads for Russian brides? It's because I watch a lot of pornography and never log out of my account at home. Incognito window? What the fuck is that? No.
This is pussy shit.
That's exactly right. I raw dog browse on the internet.
Yeah.
It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I do not recommend.
Well, before we talk about Kung Fu, I'm your
Yes.
bearded host, Tyler.
Hey, Tyler.
We got a few things. We got a package here.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
A package from Sandwich Pope, Phil Hawkins.
Is this? Yeah, okay.
Very excited.
I have no idea what's in here.
Before we get to that,
Oh, yeah.
I've got a few things.
Okay, yeah.
Let's see. One, it was my birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday. July the 2th.
Thank you. July the 2th. Melissa and I went to Nashville for the weekend, had a great time, and she did something incredibly sweet and romantic for me for my birthday.
She bought you that bench you guys fucked on, didn't she?
Fuck yeah, she did.
And you've got a cloth. That explains what you've got hidden under that draped cloth here in the recording studio.
This house would look like a hoarder's house if I owned everything we fucked on.
Actually, that sounds like a really good idea. For someone who likes to collect stuff, that seems like perfect. Someone who likes to collect stuff and also likes to fuck a lot. This is perfect. You're marrying two hobbies.
Man, I really want that, but I haven't fucked on it yet.
Yeah.
She went the same studio that I went to, and she went and got a tattoo for me.
What?
She did.
Well, I wish I'd have known this before right now. I would have asked to have seen it.
I'll show it to you.
You've got photos?
I do. I'm not going to post them online.
You're not?
But I've got. I'll show you.
What is it? Did she put stars over her nipples or something?
Damn right. I was like, radio suicide. That's what you're doing. All right, go for it. No, because of course, our big thing all throughout middle school, high school, we loved passing notes. And back then, my signature was in cursive, which I have not done a cursive signature in a very long time.
God, please tell me she got a saber toe. A saber toe.
Saberto.
Saberto. God damn it. A saber toe.
Dry tub Saberto.
I can't say it. Saberto. Thank you. Every time I say Saberto, I think of that beef jerky brand. What is Alberto or something?
Alberto.
Is it Alberto?
I think you're right.
Because every time I see that, I think of the Canadian Providence. So Providence? Province? Alberta. Is it province or province?
Province.
It's province. Providence is
Providence is the capital of Rhode Island.
Hey! Yeah. All right, man. You got to get...
I think it is. Pretty sure it is.
It sounds right. Sure. You got to play HQ, man. They ask about capitals all the fucking time. Are you good with world capitals too?
Nope.
Got to brush up on that.
U.S.
Yeah.
But so she got a tattoo of my signature from all the notes we used to pass. I had to practice many times to get it to look good. So a sizable like that, with an arrow, with a cool designed arrow going through it.
Cool.
And the way I make my T's is a little different.
Your Long Islands.
Yep. And on the swooping arc of my T and the bottom of it, she got a heart done on the bottom of it. I love it. She loves it.
That's
We're
awesome.
very happy with it. Yeah.
Where did she get it?
On her hip.
So why won't you post it?
I don't think she wants me to.
Oh, okay, I got you.
If she's okay with it, I would.
Yeah.
But I had to make sure I could even talk about it first.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I figured that would be like a proud open thing.
She'd always been against tattoos.
Oh, okay.
But for this one, she's like, no, I want a tattoo for you.
Yeah.
But it's also like, I think it's just a personal thing. So she's not going to all about flaunting it.
Cool.
She showed the girls and they did not like it.
They don't like it?
No,
What do they say?
no. Because she's always been
Who is
against...
Saberto?
I mean, that's pretty badass, Mom, but who is that? Because she'd always been against tattoos. So they're just like, why'd you get one? It's like, because I love him. But you still said you'd never get one. And so they're not super jazzed, but we are.
I mean, if I was a kid, I would be super jazzed because it'd be like, this is my ticket to
Good.
getting one
Now
of
I'm
those.
getting one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
And my parents don't have any tattoos other than, have I told the story about the blue dot on my dad's arm?
No. He's got a Phoebe tattoo.
Yeah, well, what's the Phoebe tattoo?
Just the dot. That's the Earth from space.
Oh,
She
okay.
was too much of a pussy to keep going.
All right. Well, kind of, sort of, yeah. My grandfather was in the Navy and had just a shitload of tattoos, a lot of tattoos. He had tattoos on his arms, on his back, lots of tattoos. And he also had a tattoo gun. He did some of his tattoos. And when my dad always thought they were really cool. And one Sunday, I think it was, he said, like when he was like maybe 10, he snuck into his mom and dad's room and got the tattoo gun, and he just was going to give himself a tattoo. And then he started on his forearm, and he said the first time it went in, it hurt so bad that he ran out of the room, and he just had a blue dot on his arm.
Because mine, I got my wedding ring tattooed on for her, and she loves that. And that took way longer. These two black lines on my finger took way longer than hers, which is easily 5 times the size.
Really?
Because I think it's just the area. Because like she was really digging into like my finger to inject it in. Because I think it's a highly rubbable area.
Yeah, like I hear hands and like feet and like stuff that are like in contact with things a lot because your feet are in shoes and people's mouths and then like and your hands are on dicks and stuff, so like they wear off.
It's like on her hip is like they started and she's like, oh, okay, it's not so bad, it's fine. And I was like, well, I'm gonna go pee. I went to pee, I came back, they were done.
Wow.
So it's like all right, but I
Probably
love
fake
it.
then.
I want to keep touching it, but I can't touch. I don't want to touch the basically open wound on her
Right,
body.
yeah.
So I'm just like,
Can I touch your saran wrap?
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I love it. I'm pretty much obsessed with it.
Awesome.
But I told her, I was like, are you sure you want my signature? She's like, yeah, it's like you're branding me. It's hot. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's hot.
Yeah, it is.
All right, go for it.
Yeah, that is.
Let's do that.
I know what I want for my birthday. My signature on your body.
I offered, like, I feel like I need to get one more explicitly to you. She's like, nope, what you have is what I love. So you have one that you love, and I have one that you love. We're good.
That's awesome.
Like, all right.
Maybe I'll convince Nikki to do the same thing. When I was in maybe 4th grade, I used to sign my name in all capital letters, and
I want bubble letters of Dave.
yeah, and then I would draw a cartoon salmon that said "Hi." That's what I want on her. I know my
Just right above her belly button. Just,
yeah. Hey, if you can put this on your thigh, please. So every time I'm down there, I could see my childhood art. That would be great. Why are you looking at me like that? What, is that weird or something? I don't know.
let me see my art, girl.
Yeah, let me see that art. Let me see that salmon. I swear, like if I went to my mom's house and like went into her closet, I could probably find like just a 2-foot stack of paper that is just filled with the same drawing of a cartoon salmon. saying things.
So that's a good detail I never knew about.
Yeah, that was. I didn't even have a name for him. It was just the salmon.
See, now I guess I had to have Melissa all across her back have a P-wing machine that I used to draw in elementary school.
A P-wing machine?
Which was an airship composed entirely of P-wings from Mario 3.
That's awesome.
So yeah, I just did that all across her back, different colors.
That's great.
P-wings to make an airship.
I have actually talked to Nikki about, because she likes tattoos, and there was a period where she wanted to get more of them when we were younger, and in the beginning times. And
long ago.
Yes, yeah. One of my suggestions was, like the wings that people get. I was like, you just do like P-wings instead of like real wings.
Yeah.
And she was like, I know what those are, because that's one of the things we bonded over when we first met was Super Mario Brothers 3. And it's one of the reasons that it's like,
good. I like that.
Mario Brothers 3 is a tough game for me to separate, from that. So
I asked Melissa if I could get color bombs from Candy Crush somewhere.
color bombs?
Color bombs.
I thought you said color bongs at first. I was
We
like,
get color bombs.
you guys are the
We bonded over
weed culture all of a sudden.
Yeah. Smoke weed every day.
Man, that explains why the April 20th was weird this year.
Oh, also the day before we went out to Nashville for my birthday, after Disney of me having to constantly go pee, I was like, all right, I'm going to the doctor. I went to the urologist. I was like, okay, give me the thing. Let's do this. Let's start that.
Do you think anyone has ever tried to go to the urologist and they went into the wrong door and actually accidentally went into the ufologist?
The ufologist?
The UFO-logist.
Oh.
That is
all the time.
That before I was in my
They're
salmon.
right next to each other.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I mean they're in the hospital. Yeah, because they do alien autopsies and shit. Of course they're in the hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, the doors probably aren't labeled because the ufologist doesn't want you.
The urologist, ufologist, proctologist, just all right there.
Right there. They all kind of make sense, honestly, because all the aliens are really concerned about is how like our pee-pee and poo-poo works.
Yeah, I get it. They're very refined.
Before I was in my salmon drawing phase, I did want to be a ufologist. I'll just go with ufologist at this point.
Oh, okay.
Love those books. I think my mom was concerned because every time we go to the library, like a new library, I'd go to a library and be like, where's the occult section?
Nice.
I would like those. Do you have any books on monsters? Real monsters. No. Real monsters.
Don't give me that shit, like the real shit.
The real, yeah. Where the wild things are? No, thank you.
No, Maurice Sendak can suck a fucking dick. Why don't you show me where the real monsters are?
Excuse me, ma'am. I think this little boy is coming on to me. He keeps asking me to show him where the monsters are.
But that told the urologist, like, yeah, give me this bladder pacemaker they recommended me to get. And he's like, all right, I'll have to schedule you a procedure. So what I'm going to do is we'll numb you up really good, and I'll have to go in.
Stretch your wiener out just real.
Like,
just
so much.
No, I'm sorry, sir. It's the only way that we can put it in.
We'll have to make it about 10 inches bigger to get, like, just monster.
Are you okay with that? And we mean in diameter. We mean the hole at the end.
Like, you will be able to pleasure no woman ever again. It's just straight up murder. It's like, we need to make sure it's going to work before I make it permanent. So I'll go in and I'll go through the small of your back and run some wires down into your bladder, so you'll have wires coming out the small of your back to a battery pack. You'll just keep in your pocket.
Holy shit! You're like fucking Gizmo Duck.
Yeah.
Holy shit!
So he's like, you'll have that for a day or two. You should know immediately if it's gonna work for you, and if it does, then we'll schedule the more extensive surgery to put in a real permanent implant. It's like, all right. I haven't called me. They said we'll have to call you because they have to get. It's called an interstem, and like a rep has to come down. They have to be able to do like 4 or 5 at once.
Like a congressman or something.
Exactly.
Your local representative needs to come down.
Rand Paul has to come down and shove shit into my bladder.
Well, I'm going to be there.
He is a doctor.
Yeah, I'm going to be there when he shows up, and I'm going to be like, stop sending me emails that start out with "Dear friend."
Yeah, what did I do? I got on the mailing list to tell him something that I didn't want him to do. Forget what it was. But then since then, yeah, shit tons of letters. Tons of emails.
Oh, I get his weekly newsletter, and then it's like grown from there. And it's like, because like I don't know what happened, but it's like it started with him, and then I don't know if he's like just sharing it with all his buddies, my email address with all his buddies or something. But it is like, and I know where it all came from. It's because I did like a change.org thing or something, and it's like, God damn it, why did I fucking even try to help and do anything?
Yep.
This is why I'm not politically active. I just vote, man. That's like all I do.
It's important.
And then people are like, "Oh, you're not happy with the way things are. You should do something about it." And I'm like, I voted. I'm good, right?
I'm on a mailing list.
Right? I get emails that I immediately delete.
I sent one.
Yeah. I read them and I'm like, "Dear friend," and I stop right there. Because I'm like, first of all, you don't fucking know me. Second of all, like, if I needed $10, I guarantee you wouldn't spot me $10. Certainly not 20 to 30.
Fuck no.
That's right out.
That's all I got, though.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Anything? I am Dave. I am your bespectacled host, and I'm pretty tired.
Yeah. I bet.
I'm pretty tired.
Why are you so tired, Dave?
Oh, well, man. I'm so glad you asked. I'm so tired because I was up all night editing the Patreon video, the Patreon exclusive video where you and I ate a bunch of hot sauce that Big Dick Pie Baker Chris Vaughn sent in for us, and then topped it all off with the 250,000 Scoville Naga Chili Vodka that Lord Dennis crowdsourced for us. And so we drank that and played Where's Waldo for the NES and on hard mode, nonetheless. And that is on patreon.com right now. You can watch it for $1. I will tell you this, the sound quality could be better, but you can hear us, and the lighting could be better, but you can still see us. With those two things, with that being said, it is definitely worth your $1.
Yeah, it was pretty impromptu, but
yeah,
learned a lot.
That's part of the charm.
And videos will be.
That's part of the charm.
They'll get better. Eventually.
But I promise you it's $1 worth. I promise you. So, Patreon donors, I hope you enjoy it. I had a lot of fun putting it together. And then the best part, the best part was playing Mario Tennis while the very large video file exported. So that was fun too. I've learned that having a 3-year-old and a puppy simultaneously kind of sucks sometimes. When Nikki and I have kind of gotten into this thing where it's like on the weekends she'll let me sleep in, and then I'll get up, and then sometime during the day I'll let her take a nap, so we can kind of like both get a little bit of extra sleep, and meanwhile the child isn't burning down the house. And what I've learned is that it is a very bad idea to take the kid and the dog out at the same time, because they're both young. They both don't listen at all. That is like the worst part. Is like we'll go out in the yard, and it's like we'll all three of us will come out the front door as a single unit, and then we'll step down 2 steps, and then like the dog just goes like 90-degree angle to the right, and then Henry just goes like 90-degree angle to the left, and it's like I'm like shouting in both directions, like come back, and it's like no one is listening, and it's like I have to make a decision where it's like, who am I going to go get? And I love Clementine, the dog, but like Henry does have seniority.
Clementine will remember that.
Clementine will remember that. So what'll happen is, and what did happen this Saturday was I go to the left to get Henry, and I get him. I'm like, come on, man, you can't just be running off like that. And then I turn around, and Clementine's on the other side of the yard, just eating the biggest fucking pile of shit, just eating it. And it's like, you're such a fucking dog. It's like, I forgot, like, I remember all the good things, like all the good memories of having a dog, but like, I forget the memories of like when they just do dog shit like that, where it's just like, oh, big old pile of poop in the yard. That's probably, I just got all the worms out of me. This is probably a good thing to eat. Get those things back in.
I remember Ian just like, the treat bag was the litter box.
Oh yeah. That's the treat. Dude, he would try to bypass the treat box and just go right for the treat factory. Like, he was always up the cat's asses. Like, his nose was just like, man, he just couldn't get enough of it. So yeah, that's what I've learned. And I also like I met my limit break on that day because like I picked Clementine up, took her to the back. Meanwhile, I'm like, Henry, come on, you gotta stay close to me, man. You cannot be in the front yard when I'm in the backyard. I'm hosing the dog down, washing the dog. And then Henry goes off to do something else, so I chase after him, and the dog gets right back in the right back in the shit. And it's like I realize I should probably clean this shit up, but that involves me going inside and trying to get both of them to come inside with me. And it's like, do I really want to take the shitty dog inside with me while dealing with the kid who does not want to go outside? He would rather be in the 103-degree weather instead of in his pajamas, like long sleeve, like long pants pajamas. It's like, what? I also apparently forgot what it's like to be a kid.
So what we picked up Choco Chica the other day, and she was just like head to toe in sweats, and it's like 100 degrees outside. Melissa's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing? Yeah. I like it. Why are you wearing sweatpants?
All right. I'm glad it's not just Henry.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The story ends with me with a bunch of dog shit on my shirt because I had to clean the dog like 3 times. And here's the best part of it. I finally get everybody inside, and I'm fucking frustrated and just like, all I want to do is like not look at either of these two creatures for like just a little bit. It's like I just don't want to deal. And for like maybe 10 minutes, I'm like, man, something smells like shit. And then like it finally dawns on me, like when I'm washing my hands, like for the 3rd time, I look in the mirror. I'm like, oh, there's dog shit on my shirt, like on my chest, like perfect. It's great. Dogs and kids are fucking wonderful. You want to get to that package?
Sure.
That Sandwich Pope Phil sent us?
Yeah, man.
Who also has reminded us that when we reach, at one point in time, we said that when we reached $500 a month on Patreon that we would poop in the ocean. So we do owe that to our listeners at some point.
Yeah.
In addition to us going and getting our engagement photographs with the waifu pillows that Kanaha sent us.
Yep. Gentlemen, I spent my Tuesday last week helping to clear out my cousin's Adam and Eve branch in Salem.
Oh, I'm familiar with Adam and Eve.
For a move to Idaho Falls. I guess the local smut scene is too oversaturated to make a profit.
The local smut scene.
And it makes better business sense to open up a shop in sexually repressed conservative communities where there is no competition.
That explains why Fantasy World's in business here.
Fuck it. Oh, man.
We have a whole Patreon episode on Fantasy World.
The experience was eye-opening, giving me a glimpse into a world of molded porn star busts, rubber dicks of all shapes and sizes, and every other conceivable thing you could ram into your genitals.
I can think of a lot. I can think of ramming a lot of things into my genitals.
Among the free products I left with was this case of DVDs that I have no use for. So please accept it as a gift for the show so you guys don't have to come up with an intro. As if any listeners and if any listeners on the West Coast are in need of a sounding rod, look it up.
Yeah, I'm going to look that up right now.
Or other sex paraphernalia, help out the family business and visit your local Adam and Eve franchise.
See, I didn't know that Adam and Eve was like a brick and mortar thing. I just thought it was like a website and a warehouse.
If we ever get advertisers, like that's probably the one most up our alley.
Hardy Boys, number 1. Hardy Boys books, number 1. Right below that, Adam and Eve.
In Monte Cristo we pray. In Monte Cristo name we pray. Sandwich Pope, Phil Hawkins.
Oh, okay. We know what sounding rods are.
What are those?
They're the rods that they're the rods where you push up your urethra. Yeah, we talked about those. We just didn't know what they were called.
Know what they were called.
Yeah, sounding rods.
Called them nightmare sticks.
Nightmare sticks.
So here's a special DVD pack, only $59.99.
Whoa, ask an associate for details.
And it comes in the same case I remember Ashley Shake would keep his PlayStation demo CDs in that he would get out of his magazines.
Maybe he was an avid Adam and Eve patron.
All right. Well, the very first DVD is something I have seen many, many times.
Alvin and the Chipmunks.
It is the porn
The
version
squeakle.
of Pirates of the Caribbean.
You've seen that many times?
So many times. Grandmaster Wiley.
Oh,
Every time he would get drunk,
yeah, I forgot.
he would go
I heard
crazy
about
to
this.
watch this as a group. So I've seen it several times.
What's the title of it?
Pirates.
That's it? How do they...
Just
Sid
Pirates.
Meier's Pornography Pirates.
Let's see. Oh, the Pirate Special Feature DVD. I haven't seen that.
I didn't know.
I'll send
it
that to Wiley.
I'll see him in September if you want me to take it to him.
Sophia
Save you.
Santi Scream.
What?
Starring Janikova
That's a movie?
and Sophia Santi. Uh-huh.
Sophia Santi
Sophia Santi
Scream?
Scream.
I'm not familiar with her. Can I see that?
I am also not familiar.
Yeah, okay. I mean, she looks like a porn star.
Jessie Jane in Jesse's Juice.
Jesse's Juice.
Jesse's Juice.
I think they misspelled loose.
Jesse's Loose. Jack's Teen America Fishing Mission number 15.
Black bass
Just
porn.
mission.
What is that?
Jack's Teen America Mission number 15. Sophia Santi's Juice. Is it the same DVD again? I don't know what it is.
Man, they're really
It
into
looks
the
different.
really into the
They
juice.
love this juice. Oh, Jack's Playground Volume 34, starring Katsumi. Not the one from Mass Effect.
I can't keep up with all these. I was doing show notes for these, but there's too many.
Deeper 8, although the 8 is up there like it's to the 8th power. So deeper to the 8th power.
What is the eighth power? Two is cubed. Mm-hmm. No, squared.
2 is squared, 3 is cubed.
Wow, I'm bad at this. 3 is cubed. What is 4? No one knows.
Quadracide sized.
Is it really?
I don't know.
What's 5? No one knows.
Tony
Surely
tells.
no one knows.
Pentasized. Jack's MILF Show. MILF Show.
Who is Jack? Is it
I
Jack?
don't know.
Is it Jack Hanna? Is that like what he did? Like after the animal stuff? He's like, you know what I'm gonna get into? I'm used to dealing with wild animals. I'm gonna get into a lucrative porn producing career.
Jack's POV 8, starring Janikova. Jack's Playground Volume 35 meets Juicy Peaks.
So much juicy
So
Pete's?
juicy.
Is that what you said?
Peaks.
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 Okay.
Starring Tegan Presley.
I thought like Juicy Pete sounds like you know Pete from Mickey Mouse? That's like Pete's like stripper
Juicy
cousin,
Pete.
Juicy Pete.
Deeper to the 5th Degree. Starring Janikova and in a Robbie D experience. Jack's Leg Show 2.
Jack's Link Sausages.
Jack's,
Why is that not one?
Jack's Leg Show 3.
Ooh, I want a leg show.
Jesse James, Hush. Sexual Freak 5, a Robbie D fix. Big Ass Show 5.
Big ass show.
I'm sorry, Jack's Big Ass Show 5. I don't see who's in it. Let's see. Jack's Big Ass Show 6. Jack's Teen America Mission number 18, starring Sophia Santi.
Did you say Team America?
Team America. Fuck yeah. Digital Playgrounds Fighters. Unleash the fire inside. And it looks like it's naked girls boxing.
Oh.
Jesse Jane, Caden Cross, Stoya, favor of Oathbreaker Blake Woods. I remember that.
Yeah. No,
Phoebe
that sounds
Jones and Riley Steele.
that sounds like the best one in the fucking binder.
There's another one. Two discs of Fighters.
Fighters Part 2.
3 discs of
Whoa.
Fighters. And here's the behind the scenes of Pirates Stagnetti's Revenge.
Stagnetti's Revenge.
Stagnetti's Revenge was the second one. That's the one I've seen a lot. Stagnetti's Revenge.
Oh, okay.
And then disc 4, the special features.
Stagnetti sounds like a Pokemon.
Stagnetti.
What was the last one? I'm sorry.
That's the special features of Pirates Stagnetti's Revenge.
Okay. Tells you how they came up with the Pokemon design. Here, let me give you this porn DVD that's laying out on the table where your children frequent. I want to watch this Pirates movie.
Well, get drunk at Dragon Con.
This woman's tits are out. This must be authentic pirate movie.
All right, Dave.
Hey, what's up?
Do you hear that?
You do hear that zipping up of a porn binder. I haven't heard that in a long time.
Zip up the pants to Sophia Santi's juicy big ass experience.
Man, you are good at naming. You are good at naming pornographic DVDs.
Yeah.
Pornographic. I did that thing where sometimes when I try to say Canada, I say Canada.
Oh, I
don't like that.
have not been able to speak well today.
I am so tired.
Me talk pretty one day.
Yes. Of course I hear that zipper, which of course ushers in a segment that we like to call Dave Reads from Wikipedia. Okay, guys. This one's a little tricky, okay? Because Kung Fu for the NES was originally an arcade game, and it wasn't called Kung Fu. It was called Kung Fu Master, but it wasn't originally called Kung Fu Master. It was called Kung Fu Master in the United States. It was originally called Spartan X in Japan. It was a tie.
Why?
Because there is a Jackie Chan movie named Spartan X.
Oh.
And this game was a tie-in to that movie, which blows my fucking
weird,
mind
yeah.
because I think this is a good game. And it's so rare. I feel like it's rare to have a movie tie-in game that's
Well, it just
good.
has to be off a Jackie Chan movie.
Oh, right. Well,
'Cause if you play the Police Story RPGs, they're
the
amazing.
Rush Hour. Let's play. Yeah,
The Rush Hour.
Grip. Dibs on Chris Tucker.
The RTS Rush Hour game.
The RTS. The RTS roguelike card game, Rush Hour. Did you guys know there's a Rush Hour 4? It's just in
I
video
attack
game
with
form.
what? Coke. 45.
Oh, I counter with a black man stereo. I do hear the words that are coming out of your mouth. All right, guys. So it's gonna get a little hairy, but I don't know. Just let's roll with it. Kung Fu Master is a side-scrolling beat-'em-up game produced by Irem as an arcade game in 1984. It was distributed by Data East in North America. We're all familiar with them, the North Americans. Mm-hmm. The game was initially released in Japan under the title of Spartan X. And yes, I did say Japan, as in, like, I must just be in porn DVD mode because I feel like that would be the good name for a strictly Japanese porn. That was released here in America. Japan. You done got Japan.
What do you call bukkake in America? Japan.
Japan. Yeah, you done got Japan. That's what when a North American news anchor has a bunch of men come in. I guess it could be a man, I guess, and they do the bukkake. When they do the bukkake, we call that Japan.
That's what they say here.
That's how it is. It is a tie-in game. I was wrong to a Jackie Chan film, Wheels on Meals. However, the game had no bearing on the plot of the film outside of the names of the main protagonist and his girlfriend. So all they did when they exported it was change the names to Thomas, the karate man, the kung fu man, and Sylvia,
The Kung Furist.
Ooh, yeah. The players control Thomas. He is a kung fu master. Do not fuck with him. Do not let his black T-shirt that he's wearing underneath his sleeveless gi fool you. He is a kung fu master and not just some geek off the street. He fights his way through the 5 levels of the Devil's Temple in order to rescue his girlfriend Sylvia from the mysterious crime boss, Mr. X.
Mr. X. This was one of the first games I ever remember playing, so I have very fond memories of this game. I want to say it's one of the first things that Brandon and I played and bonded over way back in the day.
I had a similar experience with my dad because, like, I remember we had a Pizza Hut. And in that Pizza Hut, it must have been a Play Choice 10. It must have been because, like, I remember playing this game in a Pizza Hut on an arcade stand-up. And when I remember like really enjoying it, and then we rented it, and my dad and I played. But it was also really tough for us to remember the name of the game. So several times we accidentally rented Karate Champ, which is a fine game, but it is completely different. Because like Karate Champ is like an early fighting game, and Kung Fu is like an early beat 'em up.
Yep. Yep.
I mean, it worked out. My dad destroyed me in Karate Champ, so it might not have been an accident. It might have been like one of those.
Oh, whoops.
Oh, bummer. Oh, got the wrong one. Oh, well. I'm the guy in the red gi. You're the guy in the white gi. I'm going to kick your ass. So you and Brandon played this a lot? Brandon of Axley fame?
Yeah. I remember we never beat it. We would get to the Quasimodo boss. And then we always lost to
The
him.
Black Wizard.
Yeah, that's his official name?
That's him. He's the Black Wizard.
So what's the black guy?
Giant.
Just Giant?
Yeah, his name is Giant. I cracked open the instruction manual for this. There's some good names in here. There's some great names.
Because I don't know, I'll always remember the very beginning of this game, just the music and the steps, and then the very intro of the music as you start to walk to the left starting off, because it'll switch as you go up the stairs, and you're then walking to the right. You go up the stairs, you're then walking to the left.
Each floor, you go a different direction, which is cool.
Yeah, it is cool.
The sound is amazing in this game. It is.
Very
really,
satisfying.
It really is. It's actually the sound designer was Koji Kondo, and I don't know if you're familiar with Koji Kondo.
I've heard the name.
He did like the music, all of the music for Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 2, Super Mario Brothers 3, The Legend of Zelda. So like he knows his shit. And like what's great is like, okay, so this game gets even a little weirder because it's like it's a port of an arcade game that was imported with a different name from the original arcade. So it's like already has this like weird kind of like convoluted history, but Nintendo actually developed the NES version. So it wasn't, it was like IREM is credited, but like IREM and Nintendo are credited, but Nintendo developed it for the NES as far as I was able to find out. I'm not an expert. We're crass commentators. And it was one of those things where it's like, I can tell because I can tell that Nintendo was involved because it's like, there are so many things from this game that appear or have appeared in other Nintendo games, like sound-wise. Because it's like there are three, like when you die to a boss in this game, you hear them laugh. And it's like synthesized like, rah, 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 rah. And that is very much like, it's very much like Bald Bull or Soda Popinski or something like that. Koji Kondo did
it is just like Bald Bull, like that. His oh man.
Koji Kondo did the sound for the original Punch-Out arcade game. So it's like there are these connections here that are really cool to like look back and make. And I mean, it's just there's other stuff in it, but that to me, like that was like the big standout thing that like connected that connective tissue. And like all the sound effects are like super satisfying. Like when you even like when you as Thomas die, and like anytime someone dies, they like go into like instant rigor mortis, and it's like bleh, like they seize up, sprawling, and then fall off the bottom of the screen. It's like if this game didn't have that, like those touches, I don't think it would be nearly as fun to play. Like, I mean, it makes it fun to play. It's like one of those things where it's like this,
that dun 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 cha cha.
Yeah, and it's like all the sound effects are really like some of them are really weird, like but they're all like still satisfying. Like for example, at one point in the game, there are like giant poisonous moths.
Those are they're pretty bad. They're not the worst. They're pretty bad.
They are pretty bad. What would you say is the worst?
What is it? The snakes that fall from the ground and chase you.
Yeah, those are pretty bad. But like the poisonous
and the little dudes. Little dudes are also pretty bad.
They are called tom-toms.
Tom-toms.
Yes. I like that all like the minions in this game, the humanoid minions are wearing vests. It's like their uniform. It's like Mr. X is like, all right, I know this is like Satan's Tower or whatever, but it used to be a vest outlet. We've inherited a shitload of vests. I have purple vests, I have green vests. Which would you like? Okay, tall dudes, you want purple vests? Okay, here you go.
Giant, you just wear the wife beater you came in with. It's fine.
Giant
mustard yellow sweatpants, you're good.
It's fine.
You're good.
It's fine.
You look wonderful. Thank you. You fit right in here in the Devil's Tower in Tokyo.
Yes. Giant looked like my phys ed teacher in high school, just taller. He also, this was brought up in Twitch chat when I streamed this on Twitch. He looks like a Bobo's dad. He looks like a Bobo's like 48-year-old dad. Because like when you look at the sprite, he's got like a gut.
Yeah, he's just an overweight, like super tall black guy in mustard yellow sweatpants and a wife beater.
That's it. He's very out of place in this game, I feel like. But then again, like maybe he's not, because like everything kind of seems like it's weird. I wonder if that was a character in Wheels on Meals.
It had to have been. It had to have been in that Jackie Chan movie. Like that's to have pulled that somewhere. That had to have been, surely.
I think we need to watch Wheels on Meals.
Yep.
And do our next Patreon episode on that.
You can do all of Jackie Chan's movies.
I haven't seen that many, honestly. Like I really haven't. Like I've seen Drunken Master and I've seen Rush Hour.
I've seen 2 police stories, and they're legitimately like really. That's like he's young and into stunts. And
is that like the helicopter
really
one?
good.
Like it was like a big deal, or like
yeah.
I always thought he was like
First time I saw him bust a ladder out. And do
the ladder stuff. Yeah. I haven't seen either of the police stories.
I mean, they're because I watched them dubbed. I can't remember where, but I was like, oh, this is. I feel like it was always on HBO, like at my house during the day during the summer. I was like, well, I'll just watch it, and I watched all of it. I was like, fuck yeah, that was pretty good.
I've watched more Jackie Chan behind the scenes footage and documentaries than I have actual Jackie Chan movies. I went through a period where I really liked martial arts movies, but it was like a brief period, man. It was like it didn't last very long. It was in like late high school, and it's like I watched a whole bunch of Bruce Lee movies, which by the way, please don't quote me, but I think there is a sequel to Spartan X. And in that sequel, the main character's name is Bruce Leap, which I feel like is worth mentioning. I said worse mentioning, and that's what I meant. But yeah, I got in this like very short-lived phase. And in that phase, I pretty much just watched Drunken Master.
There you go. Because as soon as you start, you're going up all these floors. You rescue Sylvia, and the tall men in their pink and purple vests.
They're called the Gripper.
Oh,
each one is named the Gripper.
That is what they do because they charge at you, arms up, and if they get you,
they hold you.
They squeeze you, and your life slowly drains down.
There's a life bar.
They're Android 19 and 20 from Dragon Ball Z. They just want to touch you and drain your energy.
Is that their thing?
There you go, Ben.
Are those the twins or whatever? No. All right, never mind.
Because they're
I think I know 19.
So the white one is a very looks like a kabuki fighter. Like he's all white.
Okay.
He has a China cap with a point on the top of it.
Okay.
An army.
I'm not familiar with him.
Yeah. They get wasted pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like on Jaeger.
Yeah.
These androids have been built with one weakness. It's like the Death Star exhaust port. It's like they're unstoppable unless they drink. And when they drink, they just get sloppy. When they drink, they stop fighting and insist that they go to the strip club. It's all they talk about.
No, Goku, we must stop this.
You go left to right and then right to left, fighting things like the Gripper. I think I'm glad you brought up the life bar because that's kind of a big deal. This is a very early beat 'em up. It is, and like I think honestly, like it's a really, really good start for the genre. A lot of times I see like Renegade listed as like one of the earliest beat 'em ups, and I honestly don't know the year, but I would bet money that it's after Kung Fu.
Yeah.
And it's like Renegade is not as good a game in my opinion. Like Kung Fu is very satisfying.
It's still fun. It's simple and it can be difficult. And it's a very satisfying game when you punch somebody, when you kick somebody, because basically you've got high kick, low kick, high punch, low punch, jump kick.
Yeah, and it's like you jump with, it's like one of the first games I remember playing as a kid where you don't jump with a button. You press up to jump, Mortal Kombat style. Because that blew I apparently forgot that Kung Fu existed when I was in middle school and playing Mortal Kombat. And I remember being in the arcade being like, none of these buttons are making me jump. And like I remember like a teenage kid having to be like, press up, put the joystick up. Oh, all right. Oh yeah, look at that. We
press up, ass dick.
Yeah, thank you for not making me put a Yoshi sound over the thing you were about to say. I saw it on your face. And as I saw the word about to form, I was like, that's accurate, but I do not want to do editing.
Oh, because let's see. The first boss is man in a black vest with a nightstick tries to hit you with that stick.
Do you know what his name is? Take a guess.
John Chan.
Hey, it is actually Stick Fighter. Which sounds like the name of like an indie game that was released in this year. That's like Stick Fighter. Hey, did you see Stick Fighter? It's on sale. $10 on Steam.
And you need to do and let's see, you get more points for a punch than a kick because they're harder to perform.
Yeah.
But I feel like at the boss of every stage, because normally in every stage you'll go through the tall grippers, and then there's pretty early on are the knife throwers.
Yeah, the knife throwers are nasty because they throw knives.
And take like 2 hits to kill, as opposed to like grippers are always just like 1 hit, they're gone.
And the tom-toms too. They're the little boys, the tom-toms. And the children, Mr. X's children.
Yep.
And they all take 1 hit to kill as well. But yeah, when you first roll up on a knife fighter, not only are they throwing knives at you, and they can throw it.
The first projectile you come across.
Right. And they can throw it high, and then they can throw it low. And if they throw it low, you have to jump over it, or you'll take damage. If they throw it high, you got to duck. And they throw it pretty fast, and it does go all the way across the screen. The worst situation is when you are flanked by knife fighters, which does happen from time to time. That sucks because it's like one of them will throw low while the other one throws high, and it's just like, I'm taking damage for sure.
Yep.
This is a nightmare.
It's always satisfying whenever the grippers are all like 3 or 4 beside each other, and you can just press your punch or kick button as fast as you can to and they all fall off. And
I like that you mentioned the score part too, because like this game kind of blends like a progression-based, I wouldn't say narrative, but like goal, like a progression-based goal with a score-based goal, because it's like there is an end to this game. Thomas does eventually get to Sylvia and save her, but then it loops. So it does like the old Ghosts and Goblins, where it loops back and it continuously loops. Sylvia always gets captured, and Thomas will eventually die trying to save her.
They're in purgatory, yeah.
It's totally like a situation like that. I almost spoiled a TV show that's been off the air for a long time.
I almost spoiled a book, so I'm going to stop there.
The Bible.
The Bible. What Stick Fighter, you have to do a low kick is most effective.
Yeah. It depends, but yeah, for the most part, low attacks are like the way to kill any boss in this game. Because like he will attack low, Stick Fighter will attack low, but he more often than not is going to attack high. So
yeah.
And I don't know what determines the patterns that the bosses attack, because Giant is kind of the same way. It's like Giant deals a lot of damage when he hits you, and it's like he's either going to do a kick, which will hit you whether you're crouching or standing, or he'll do a punch, which will only hit you if you're standing. So the strategy is to go in low because there's a less likelihood that you're going to get hit. But like I don't know what determines which way he's going to go first. And it's like they do have tells. The enemies do have tells, but it's like kind of like learning those. And the bosses are like they range in difficulty, because it's like the second level boss is just his
Boomerang Fighter.
That's his name. Boomerang Fighter. And he like reminds me of the enemies in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which we talked about not too long ago. The guys that kind of look like Rat King, but they throw boomerangs. You know the ones I'm talking about? Yeah. That's what they remind me of. I mean, it feels like, because their boomerangs also look like sausages.
Yeah, but I think the second stage is when stuff starts dropping from the ceiling. So you'll have your like Chinese lanterns that drop down and explode into dragons that breathe fire.
Do you know what those are called?
What?
Just guess.
Dragon breathers.
Do you know what the balls are called that drop down from the ceiling that have dragons inside of them?
No.
Just guess.
Dragon balls.
Dragon balls. They are called Dragon balls.
Damn right.
Of course they are.
There are ones that drop and turn into like little snakes that are very fast that chase you along the ground. And then you'll go and fight your regular grippers, tom-toms, knife throwers. Then Boomerang Fighter. Then you go up, and then you're on third is Giant stage. I'm trying to think what's unique about that one.
I don't think there's a whole lot. There's a lot of knife fighters. That's where I usually would wind up flanked by knife fighters. But that stage is kind of like a nice reprieve after everything's falling from the ceiling trying to kill me.
Because like I remember when fighting Giant, just getting up close to him, ducking, and just keeping the low kick until he basically his hitbox is a little off, so he has to back up into your kick if you're too close.
Yeah.
And if he does that, his energy just gone.
They regen. The bosses will regen health if you don't kill them fast enough.
Yeah.
Like if you like take your time and hit them, and then like, all right, I'm gonna wait this out. Their life will start to regenerate, which sucks.
Yeah.
But there's also a timer in the game because, of course, there is. It's an arcade game. So that is, I only had one instance where I heard like the hurry up music, and it was jarring.
Your life bar refills after every stage.
Right, yeah.
So if you make it to the boss, you can go all out and just a sliver of life left, make it to the stairs.
Yeah.
And then, yeah.
And then sometimes between floors, you're greeted by a cutscene of Sylvia tied to a chair and Mr. X laughing at you.
Help me, Thomas. Sylvia! The fourth stage is the one Brandon and I always got to.
Moths. Windows,
little,
where
like,
the
windows
giant moths
everywhere
come
with
out.
These poison moths that
And
are fucking awful.
They are moths.
Yeah.
They are moths. They're in the instruction manual as poisonous moths. I think it actually technically would be venomous.
You're right. You're right, Dave.
Did you know there are 2 venomous moth species in Kentucky?
No.
I don't even know if there really are venomous moths. There probably aren't.
No.
They probably
There are.
don't need
I bet
to.
there are.
They probably don't need to kill. What do they eat? They don't eat flowers. What do moths eat?
Your fears.
Yeah, they feed on fear. They are actually demons. They're the only species of animal that
That are also demons.
is a demon. Yeah, also, yeah.
Let's see, because the boss of that stage that looks like Quasimodo is, you said, Black Wizard.
Black Wizard. I thought he looked like Gargamel a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
But like Gargamel's brother that like wears green instead of black.
Because he's constantly like snapping and throwing
This dude
projectiles
sucks.
at you.
He throws fireballs, and like some of those fireballs turn into dragons. Some of the fireballs he'll throw on the ground and turn into those fast-moving snakes. He's got a really cool thing.
Well, if you kick him and kick his head off, and you think like, oh, okay, I beat him.
Killed him.
No.
It grows back.
It's like it tricked you.
Yep.
Boom, you're dead.
You can only kill him by crouching punches.
Yeah, low punches, which is like never fucking used. So that's how Brandon and I were like, what the fuck do you do?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's probably about as far as I got as a kid, too. But it was like rare to get there still. Usually Giant would like kick my dick in. But it was like on the rare occasion I would make it to Black Wizard and never know what to do. Thankfully, we live in the internet age.
Yeah, where I watched someone beat this in like 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I think that's like the world record, isn't it? Like 3 minutes.
3:36.
Yeah,
like
that's wild.
Yeah.
I mean, this game is pretty quick, but it was like I couldn't get through it that fast.
And then the final stage is just a super gauntlet until you get to Mr.
X. Yeah.
Who looks like what's his name from the Cobra Kai dojo?
Johnny?
Yeah, because he's got a black gi trimmed in red, and he's like this blonde white guy.
Yeah. Oh, he looks way out of place. just most of the bosses look out of place, but I thought he looked like the front runner of like a Green Day cover band or something.
I'm just surprised he didn't have a gun.
Yeah, I guess that trope hadn't like
Hadn't really come about yet.
Yeah, I think Double Dragon might have been the one that started that, but I'm not positive. Now I'm curious where that came about. The gun trope. The boss has a gun trope. He has a gun, which is probably what it's called on TV tropes. I'm willing to bet you. He's got a gun.
And then you save Sylvia, and it says like they were happy, but not for very long.
Right, and then you start over from the beginning. And it just doesn't get old. I played this game for 3 hours, and I could have easily played it for much longer than that.
It's a fun, satisfying game.
Fun game. I was really delighted at how well it held up. Like that is, if you weren't there for the stream, I really recommend you find us on Twitch and watch the VOD, because like that is probably the most fun I've had on a stream. It was just so nice to go back and play that game after so long, because like I hadn't played it in a very long time, and it's so easy to pick up that it like everything kind of came back immediately, and then like because now I am an adult, I was able to actually like progress through the game and save Sylvia, something I never did as a kid. Always wanted to do.
Yeah.
Never, ever did it as a kid.
Awesome.
I actually saved her twice. I got through 2 loops on game mode A, which is easy mode. And then I tried game mode B, which is hard mode, and I almost got to Sylvia.
Damn.
I'd like to, I mean, this is like, if you have an NES, honestly, this is going to sound insane, but this would be like a good Desert Island game because like I could see myself playing this game over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just to see how far you can get. Like, but I'm drawn to games like this.
You like survivor mode type?
Yeah, where it's like you just go through wave after wave after wave just to see how good you can do. And it's like I like score chase kind of games, especially when it changes up. Like it's each time you go through a loop in the game, it's the same game, but it's just harder. Enemies are faster. They deal more damage. So it's like it's you're doing the same thing, but it's just like you just have to be better. So I think that's cool.
Awesome. I mean, it was nice to go back. I played it on the Raspberry Pi machine, brought to you by Big Dick Pie Maker Chris Vaughn. So, you got anything? I mean, we pretty much have exhausted this game. You have anything else?
Yeah, I mean, we really did kind of blow through it, didn't we? It's addicting. I really do honestly think that it's addicting, and that's another thing that I like about it, because it like hooks into my like it connects with my like personality, and it's like where it's like, oh, yep. Wow, we can manipulate this young man. So yeah, it's totally great. There is a little bit of history or a little bit of trivia that I think is worth mentioning, and this is once again coming straight to from our friend Wikipedia. The designer is notable. The designer is Takashi Nishiyama, and you probably know him from. This is actually, I love this because it is shit upon over and over again. I've never played it. He created the original Street Fighter game, the arcade, the Street Fighter 1.
Okay.
He directed it alongside Hiroshi Matsumoto. He created the special move for Ryu. He created the Hadouken. So the designer of Kung Fu created the Hadouken. Like that, like little bit of knowledge, like that is like.
I want that just to be the only thing on his tombstone.
Hadouken.
Just Ryu doing the Hadouken.
Or it's like pressure. There's like a pressure plate that like activates like a Ryu like to pop up out of the grave and then perform a Hadouken motion. So like I think that's like one of those like little bits of trivia where it's like that like. You know, like an epic level bard like has a chance of like knowing just like a one random ass fact. Like that's the random ass. Like I feel like that's it. But he also joined SNK. He created the Fatal Fury fighting franchise, which is amazing.
Wow. All right.
He worked on Art of Fighting, King of Fighters, and Metal Slug. So I think that is all like just really, I don't know. I like that. I like the fact that like that validates this game. Like, you know what I mean? It's like one of those things where it's like, I really like this game and I think it's really good, but like there's like, it's nice that the creator kind of has like a track record beyond it because it's like, yeah, other people thought that this was a good game too. And still, it blows my mind that it is a movie tie-in.
I would have never thought that.
Wheels on meals. So yeah, that's it. That's all.
Fuck yeah. You got any achievements?
Yeah, I do have some achievements. How about you?
I'll think of some.
Okay, all right. So I stream this game on Twitch, and one of the fun things that I like to do is I sound like a first grade teacher. One of the we're kind of crazy here.
We do things a little differently.
Yeah, here on this stream, we do things.
It's a nice day outside. Let's go sit on the quad.
Yeah, what I like to do is we have some cards in Twitch chat, some real cut ups, and they like to suggest achievements. So I'll be reading those. I got a shitload of them, which was amazing. 26 total, 26 achievement submissions, which I have whittled down to 8.
to 1. Thank you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, the one winner. There's one champion. Okay, so first achievement is the results are in, and you are not the father. In order to unlock the results are in, you are not the father, is you need to punch all the children who tried to hug you. The tom-toms. You got to punch all the little tom-toms. Next achievement. Oh, I'm sorry. That comes from Edgelord Kyle, Chivo Gladiator. Next achievement is from Shadowrunner Cody, and that is Snatch the Pebble from my hand. In order to unlock Snatch the Pebble from my hand, you need to punch a ball when it drops from above, which is seriously like one of the, like, knocking one of those balls as it drops down, like knocking it out of the sky is like one of the best feelings in the world.
Fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially when it's like one that's like, is a snake jar or whatever. Like, it's like kicking one of those out of the sky and like just the satisfaction of like doing it and then like immediately realizing I don't have to deal with that fucking snake now.
Yeah.
It's like this little like 1-2 punch where it's like, oh, that feels so good. That's what this game is fucking full of. Like these moments where it's like, this just feels good.
It's satisfying. It's a satisfying game.
Yes. Next achievement comes from Face Full of Alien Wing Wong, and that is Johnny Cage wins. In order to unlock Johnny Cage wins, you need to punch Aladdin lookalikes in the genitals. We thought that all the guys with their vests look like Aladdin cosplayers.
Okay. All right.
Or Toad cosplayers without the Toad hat. Next achievement comes from Shreem Queen Justine. Scurry, Sniff, Flinch. Which is a Lion King 3 deep cut. I'm sure we're all familiar with.
Oh, yeah. The Lion Guard, right? Something like that. Yeah.
Where I believe Jerry Stiller plays a mongoose, a meerkat,
You got me.
who teaches this tactic. And it's like, when I was watching this clip, which I'll put in the show notes.
Serengeti now!
Right. When I was watching this clip, I love that you brought this up because, like, when I started hearing the voice, I was like, "Is that Jerry Stiller?"
Yeah.
And I listened because I was like, "It really sounds like him." And at one point, he
God
goes,
rest his soul.
"Is he dead?"
Yeah.
Oh, he's fucking dead. I didn't know that. That fucking sucks. I can't do the end of this podcast.
Yeah. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I got to stop everything. This needs to be denied. Jerry Stiller can't be dead. He's not allowed to die.
Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah, oh, thank God.
I was wrong. I'd heard that he died somewhere, but it looks like he is not. He is 91, however.
Wow. How old's Dick Van Dyke? Like 94 or something like that?
92 or 93, yeah.
He's okay. So he's edging him out.
His wife died in 2015.
Well, that's probably what you're thinking of. Her name was also Jerry Stiller. Jeri.
Perfect.
Yeah, Jerry Stiller.
Perfect.
The Jerrys, they called them. But yeah. Oh, so like when I was watching this clip, I was like, I think that's Jerry Stiller. And then he goes, Sonny Boy. And I was like, it's Jerry Stiller for sure. I didn't even look it up. I might be wrong. I didn't even check IMDb. I was like, my soul was like, yeah, that's him. Don't worry about it.
I see my mate.
Yeah. So in order to unlock Scurry, Sniff, Flinch, you need to jump when you should have ducked, which happens a fuck ton in this game, especially with the knife throwers. Which leads into the next achievement, which comes from Bubba Drewski: dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. In order to unlock dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge, the 5 Ds, you have to dodge 100 knives, which you will probably do in one playthrough because the knife throwers are straight up deadly. I've got another 5 Ds. Dylon, 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 and Dylon. And in order to unlock Dylon, 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 and Dylon, you need to get killed by one of the dragons. Do you know why?
Why?
Because they spit hot fire.
Nice.
That comes from Sandwich Pope Phil. Thank you, Phil. Next achievement comes from Bovine Bear, Matt Cowan, Thomas the Tank. In order to unlock Thomas the Tank, you need to survive taking a knife in the back of the head just as you get to the stairs, which does happen.
That does, yeah, because you're about to get on the stairs and they're all still chasing.
Oh yeah,
you,
and they're faster than you, so it's like they will catch up to you. Like even if you just keep moving, eventually they will get to you. And that is the way to get through this game, is to like just keep moving. I feel like
Jerry Stiller was Uncle Max in The Lion King 1.5.
Yeah. Oh, 1.5.
Video release in 2004.
Oh, my bad. Well, wait. That probably is a Lion King 3. They probably just called it 1.5. It's the third movie.
There you go.
Probably.
Yep.
I don't know. I just saw it on YouTube.
Lion King 2, Lion King 1.5.
1.5.
Comes between
2 men and a little lion. I mean, one more achievement. This comes from Tommy Tuba, as I like to call him. Death by Bees. In order to unlock Death by Bees, you need to get... They're moths. They're moths for sure. Is it moths or moths?
Moths.
Moths with a V?
With a V.
Moths?
Yeah.
Like you're like Cockney or something like all of a sudden?
Moths. Or mooths.
Moves?
Mooths.
Smooth, like Sycamore Drive? Our theme song is Moths by Sycamore Drive. In order to unlock Death by Bees, get killed by bees, moths, in game mode B. I just like the fact that we were playing on bees.
Yeah.
I think my alternate title to that achievement is a bee movie
Nice.
because of Jerry Seinfeld. Just felt like that was worth mentioning. I was just thinking about Jerry's.
I get it.
Yeah.
I've got two. The first one being Godzilla versus Mothra. You unlock that by
I believe that's Mothra.
Mothra. By killing 10 moths on that stage. The other one,
It's tough.
Yeah,
they
it is.
fucking fly around on
you basically have to jump kick them
yeah,
just right.
Right, exactly. They fly on like diagonals, which sucks, and they home in on you too.
Yeah. The other one being snakes on a geometrical plane.
Nice.
And that is you stomp 5 snakes as they charge across the floor at you.
Mm-hmm. That is an unlockable achievement.
Yeah.
The snakes are unkillable, which makes them.
Oh, they're unkillable?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You cannot kill them.
I just jumped over them. I didn't even try.
Yeah, that's what you should do is jump over them, because if you try to like low kick them, which makes sense.
Then you jump over 5 snakes.
Yes, but what I love is when you fight the Black Wizard and he throws a fireball at you, you can punch that fireball and it destroys the fireball, but you cannot kick snakes.
Pacifist.
Yeah, actually, I think they're just trying to teach kids a lesson.
Don't go punching snakes.
Yeah, jump over snakes always. That's what I tell Henry.
Anything else, Dave? Are we good?
I got some other stuff.
Some other stuff?
I got some questions for you,
Fuck yeah. Let's do it.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to buy this game right now, used, Kung Fu for the NES, how much on average do you feel like you would pay?
$279.
That's pretty low. What
Yeah.
would you care to explain yourself?
I just remember a lot of people had this game. It was fairly popular. I don't think it's rare at all. So imagine it's just a good game that is in plentiful supply.
I feel like that's solid logic. You are close, Tyler. Actual retail price on average of Kung Fu for the NES at the time of this recording, according to pricecharting.com, is $6.74.
Okay.
Do you feel like that is worth it?
That is very much worth it.
It's a tough question because, we can get everything for free now, but,
What?
but I'm not saying that we do. I'm just saying that we can.
Oh, we can. Yeah, you can.
So it's tough. That kind of devalues
If
things
you're a
a
piece
little
of
bit.
shit, you can.
Right, yeah, exactly. If you're a dirty thief,
Dirty, awful.
you can.
Dirty titty.
If you're Mr. X and your gang, do you know what his gang is called?
The Executioners.
Damn, dog. I thought you fucking nailed it. What happened?
X-Men.
Oh God, you're getting so close. This is great because what I love is all the things that you're saying are the first thing was very creative. And it's it feels like that is the way that they should have gone, but it's X Gang. What should we name? What should we name this gang? Well, what's the leader's name? Mr. X.
Mr. Gang. That's somebody else.
Mr. Gang?
That's the guy across town. Okay, X Gang then.
Fuck. Mr. Gang is trademarked. Oh, Tyler, how much do you think this game is complete? Just for funsies. This isn't for real, and this is just for fun.
$27.
You're getting really good at this. $22.87 for complete.
All right.
New?
$56.
That's where they turn it on us. $209.24.
Damn.
Probably not worth it new.
Yeah.
Unless you're an actual Kung Fu master.
Yeah. Then which case just steal it because you're a Kung Fu master. Take it from somebody lesser.
That's not how Kung Fu masters roll.
Well, then they'll aspire to take it back from you and they'll have to become Kung Fu masters.
No, so now it's like a Jedi Sith thing that you're explaining.
Exactly.
Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
I have some more questions for you. If you were to give this game a beard that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of beard would you give it?
I would have to give it the long, full, and fluffy black beard of winter Brandon Ease of Axelay fame.
Oh, Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's good.
Thank you.
Well, the reason I said it that way is because I was ready to type out the name of the person for the show notes. I guess I could still do that. We could link it to the Axel A episode.
There you go. Perfect. Or Mario Kart. He was on Mario Kart.
Was it? I don't remember. Mm-hmm. I don't remember anything that we do on this ever. Like, I forgot that we said that we were going to poop in the ocean when we got the $500.
Yeah, I remember it now.
Oh, yeah, now I remember it. Because now it's very real. And is this fucked up where it's like, I don't mind pooping in the ocean, but I don't want to like drive to the ocean.
We'll have to get to the ocean. That's
Right.
the thing.
That's the hard part.
Can we poop in a salty bathtub?
Yeah, I mean, I'll do that all day.
Which I don't have one, so we'd have to go poop at your house.
You don't have a bathtub?
I don't. I only have a shower.
Oh, but you could stop it up and then it's a
I guess
bathtub.
there's like a 1-inch lip, so we can.
I guess my point is you can't poop in my bathtub.
Damn it!
You can't shave with my razor. You can't poop in my bathtub.
You just can't cross.
You were nice enough to offer me your pee bucket, which is great. But I'm sorry, you still can't poop in my bathtub. There's only one person in my life right now where it is acceptable for them to poop in the bathtub, and that is Nikki.
I remember when I was little, I was taking a bath very early on as a kid. And my mom was in there giving me a bath, and like the phone rang, so she ducks around the corner real quick to grab the phone. And as soon as she does, she just hears me start screaming bloody murder. She comes back into the bathroom, and floating in the middle of the tub is a turd. And I am just scrambling like crazy to get out of the tub, and I can't do it away from the turd.
Oh, you're like a cat getting a bath?
Yeah, it has come out of me and terrified me.
Oh, it was yours?
Oh, yeah. I pooped in the tub and then was just terrified of it and just started getting away.
Another dad story. I feel like I've told this one before, but it's probably been a while. My dad was taking a bath with his brother when they were young. Mm-hmm. My dad is the older brother. And my dad shit in the tub and then convinced his brother that it was a snake. And my uncle apparently lost his mind like you did, but like because he thought it was a snake, not because he thought it was a turd. So if you're wondering where I get some of my shithead tendencies,
there you go.
Exhibit A. Tyler.
Yes, Dave.
If you were to give this game a pair of glasses that sums up how you feel about it, what kind of glasses would you give it?
The ready-to-go concert clubbing spectacles of Brandon
Axley fame. All right. Well, now I'll link the Mario Kart episode.
This game is just forever tied to Brandon.
Yeah, I get it. Okay, yep. Okay. I'm glad you said that because it's forever tied for me to my dad. What do you think? How much nostalgia is coming into play when we're saying that this is a good game?
I mean, probably a little, but it's...
At least a little bit.
A little, but...
A splash.
I feel like we would have overcome some of that playing it now.
I think so, too.
But it's still a satisfying, fun game to play.
I really recommend it. Like, seriously. Mm-hmm. Like, if I find this in the wild, I'm going to pick it up. Like... It's one of those things where it's like when I'm at the expo floor, the showroom floor of like Louisville Arcade Expo, like I'm looking for certain games where it's like if I happen to find a Ghosts and Goblins, like I'm buying it just because I want that game. You know what I mean? I mean, I already own it, but you know, because clearly I do because we talked about it on this show.
It's like if I were to find an Earthbound in the wild, I'd buy it.
If the price was right?
No.
You just buy it?
Well, yeah, it's hit the price.
Yeah.
It's like, $5 for this? You don't know what you have? Okay, cool. I'll buy it.
So, okay, well, I'm glad that we brought this up because like now I'm thinking, you know how like there are a lot of game collectors where they like want to collect like all the NES games or like all the Super Nintendo games. Do you think there are collectors where it's like, oh, I collect NES games. Oh, really? How many do you have? 5,000 copies of Kung Fu.
Yeah. Well, there was that guy who was trying to collect and destroy every copy of Shaq Fu.
That's right. How do we not bring up Shaq Fu?
I mean, they're pretty much the same game.
It's pretty much Kung Fu with Shaq in it.
Yep.
Oh, I wish. That's what they should have done.
It is what they should have done.
Still, Shaq Fu is not nearly as bad as people say that it is.
No, it is not. It is overly shat upon.
It's no Cool World. It's no Bebe's Kids.
God, yeah, there are much worse games we have
Cool
played.
World, I honestly think, is the worst game that we have played for this show.
And they have it on NES. So
Yeah, so of course we got to do it at some
do
point.
that sometime.
Tyler, I have one more question for you. Does this game belong on the NES Classic?
Yeah, I think it would have been a fun addition on the NES Classic.
Dude, it should have been on it. It should have been on it. So I don't know if they just couldn't like get the license from Spartan X or what the deal was. But yeah, it's not on the NES Classic, and that's a bummer because there are easily a handful of games that could have come off the NES. You know what I mean? That I would bump off. Like, I mean, I get it. We pick on Balloon Fight, but it's like when I look at Balloon Fight and I look at Kung Fu, it's like, all right, I know I just went Valley Girl there, and it's because
no Balloon Fight. God,
what was the name of the loon in Tiny Toons? Who was the Valley Girl? Shirley the Loon.
Shirley the Loon.
It was Shirley the Loon.
Nice, good job.
I went through like the song in my head, and, like when I sometimes still do this, which is very sad. When I am sorting things alphabetically, and it's like one of those where it's like I and G, and I'm like G does come before I, right? A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, great, got it.
Yeah.
All right, G it is.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Excellent.
Like I've seen Reddit posts that say like they'll go into university and there are engineering professors who will still be like when they're doing shit like that.
Oh, that makes me feel
it's
so.
just how people
good.
learn to do it.
I love it.
That's the process.
Because every time I do it, I'm like, great, I am the stupidest person on the earth.
Well, do you have a myriad of other questions? Because I know you were messaged by Ross Rachel Green.
Ross Rachel Green sent a quiz in, and I'm not ready to give that quiz yet.
Okay.
But I'm glad you brought it up. I want to make mention of it on the show so that I stop forgetting about it. Because what happens is I forget that he sent a quiz, and then I remember, and then I forget by the time we record next. So there is a quiz that will be coming up. I don't know the answers to it. He's created it so that we can both take it. So it's kind of an involved process. I don't think I can do it on my tablet. I think I need to be using a computer.
Like a thing. Okay.
It's a thing. But I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sounds good. You want to take a call or two then?
Yeah, let's do it. We got this all set up. We got Thomas from Kung Fu on the line. It's Mr. X, damn it. Thomas doesn't laugh like that at all.
Here's my Thomas impression then. Cha!
Woo! All right, here we go. First call. I believe this is from Beloved Adam.
Scratch that last call. This call is mainly for the TADPOG voice message screener. I just called and left a message asking where.
Beloved Adam, you either made it through the screener. I almost said screamer. I'm thinking about that porn DVD. I can't wait to get into that one, man.
So juicy.
So goddamn juicy. You made it. You made it through the screener that we definitely still use 100%.
Princess Consuela Banana Hammock came from as part of Virginity Thief Taryn's nickname. Should have thought about it, that it was probably from Friends, and got impatient and looked it up, and yes, it is from Friends. So basically...
Whoa, he looked it up? He asked it.
Don't ask us a question, then call back again answering your own question, Adam.
You wait 7 months like the rest of us.
The girl on this other podcast doesn't listen to TADPOG, most likely, but does watch Friends. So, if you ask me, she's making a bad decision.
Venn diagram is pretty big.
What's that? Friends watchers and TADPOG listeners?
Yeah.
It is pretty big.
It's pretty big.
Pretty much just a big circle.
Almost a circle.
Yeah. I would say we probably have about the listenership that Friends had viewers when we were in middle school.
Yeah.
I always wear those shirts that show my nipples, and that helps a lot.
It does. It really does.
No offense.
Remember that episode of Friends where Joey and Ross fight over Ross's pee bucket? It's classic.
Good one.
I think that's where the duck lived.
Anybody, TADPOG is much better than Friends. So
thank you,
that's
Adam.
that. But yeah, all right. Well, I don't know. Yeah.
The next promo card I do right now, they say "not terrible" is the quote from the iTunes review. I'm going to switch that to "better than Friends."
Perfect.
So, Beloved Adam.
I don't have anything else.
And people can take that multiple ways. Like some people would be like, "Oh, it's better than the show Friends," and then other people would be like, "It's better than having friends." I don't have to really I can just listen to these
I
assholes.
just hit play and that's it.
Yeah, I never have to help Dave move.
Say sorry, wasting precious dollars here. So I love you guys very much. Can't wait to hear more episodes.
Did you call us collect? You're wasting dollars. Is this a call from the past?
From the Nintendo Classic era, and
Still 10-10-20.
looking forward to more Patreon episodes. Love you guys. Bye.
Love you too, Adam. I'm glad you still listen. Thanks for passing that message along to Tyler a few episodes back.
And we love you too.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Here's another call. It looks like another call from beloved Adam. This is a maxed out one. I have a feeling beloved Adam might have gotten cut off. Might have just ran right up to that 3-minute mark. He probably left this entire voicemail while he speed ran Kung Fu. I like to think that seriously, we're going to listen to this call and all it is 20 more seconds for a dude to beat Kung Fu. It's wild.
What's up, TADPOG? It's your beloved Adam. Hey, listening to the Double Dragon 2: The Revenge episode, and right now you guys are in the middle of daddy talk. And first off, not to ruffle any feathers or anything, but man, screw anybody that doesn't care to hear dad talk from two dads who are also possibly maybe going to talk about video games.
Sometimes.
I don't have kids, but I love it. Sorry. But I swear I've called and asked this question before in the, 3 or 4 years I've listened to this podcast, but I'm going to ask it again because it made me think of it when Dave was talking about wiping Henry's butt, and he had said that Henry was trying to wipe his own butt and was getting, crap
Henry's my son for new listeners.
all over his hands, and David said, oh man, I'm going to have to wash his hands. So my question is, listen, we're going to use generalities, okay? We're not going to use the extremes on either ends. We're going to use the general 75% of the population in this conversation here. So my question is, generally, when people take a poop, they poop.
Beloved Adam does not realize the minefield that he is about to wade in. I can see this is
the sit or stand one wiping fight still rages on.
I feel like we might be getting into that territory.
He wipes their butt with the toilet paper, they pull their pants up, and they go back to doing whatever they were doing. And that is completely satisfactory, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If somebody gets poop on their finger,
mm-hmm.
no one is wiping that poop off with toilet paper, pulling their pants up, and walking back out and doing whatever they were doing because that's disgusting.
Well, wait. Is beloved Adam saying, if you poop, wipe your ass, and don't get poop on your finger, that you don't have to wash your hands?
I imagine Adam is saying, I'm hearing some Josh Nance argument in there, because Josh
loves to shit on his hands,
loves to
famously.
and just leave them. So that's why they're always Cheerios and Cheez-Its just all over his sticky, shitty hands.
It actually gave him magical massage powers.
He used to be a massage therapist. I remember
they're just going to get dirty anyway, touching filthy humans.
What Josh, I think, using wet wipes or always showering after he poops, because he always, if I were to get poop in my arm,
you'd wash it.
You wash it. I'm just going to wipe it off and go about my day.
So if I get poop on my butthole,
I'm going to wash it
off.
Yeah.
I mean, that is some logic, though.
Yeah.
I mean, ideally, yes, right? If it weren't such a pain in the ass, then I would. Yeah, thank you. I would wash my asshole after every poop. Mm-hmm. I would. If it were an easy option where it's this is going to take 3 seconds.
Because I like wet wipe. We can use a wet wipe, but I'm always afraid to keep wet wipes in there because they're going to get flushed. At some point, they're going to get flushed. And that's going to fuck everything up.
Yeah, wet wipes suck because it's oh, cool. I get to throw this in the trash can now. Sweet. So the next time I go to throw a Q-tip away, I'm oh, I remember that time I shit. And then wipe my ass with a thing and then put it in the toilet like a goddamn medieval peasant. I said toilet, but I meant trash can. Mm-hmm. They didn't have toilets in the medieval era.
No.
But they definitely had trash cans.
and shit.
They cared about
shit everywhere.
To imagine it can't just be because, okay, so here's the question. Why is it okay to just wipe my butthole with paper, but it's not okay for people to just wipe their other extremities with paper when they get poop on it.
Easy.
I have to believe it's more than, well, because no one's face or hands are going near your butthole. And it's like, okay, yes, that's true. Like,
Yeah.
my butthole can be a little bit
Yeah.
Generally.
Yeah.
dirtier than my hands because it's not being shaken by people on a regular basis, if you know what I mean. But really, like, outside of, well, it's under my ball sack, why is it okay for us to just dry wipe that stuff, but everything else gets, like, the bleach, scrub, clean, because that's disgusting? I don't know. I'd love to hear your opinions because I value your opinions more than that general population of people that I know in my life that only wipe their butts with toilet paper. I personally like baby wipes because it makes my butthole feel clean and nice.
There we go.
But
Remind me to tell you why I don't like baby wipes. Let's put a pin in that.
Okay.
Other than the obvious that we just talked about, where it's like you have to throw it in the trash can and be greeted by poop smears every time you open that motherfucker.
love you guys. Would love to hear some good conversation about some poops and buttholes. Sorry, Tyler, I know you don't like it, but you're the man for doing it anyway. Love you guys, and can't wait to hear more from you.
Wow. Really did ride it right to that 3-minute mark.
He
That's
was watching.
good.
He had an egg timer.
Yeah, right.
So.
He has a special TADPOG.
The TADPOG egg timer
Yeah.
we gave away for 1 hour only once.
Well, oh yeah, we forgot to tell everybody that we were like accepting all the TADPOG dollars and dilars that we had been given out. They're now worthless, but at one point you could buy an egg timer.
At the TADPOG store, we opened it once.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, here's the deal. Baby wipes fucking suck because it's like I can feel when I use a baby wipe, I can feel like every nook and cranny, like the topographical map of my butthole, and I do not like that. I hate it. I hate it. It's like, ooh, this shouldn't exist on my body. This feels like no other part of my body.
You got to get in there and desensitize to it. You got to feel it like you're reading the future.
Like, oh wait, what's the remember, this is gonna be a little bit of a stretch. You're gonna wonder how I got this jump, but like in My Girl, where she fills heads to like
phrenology.
Yeah, there you go. It's kind of like that, right?
Exactly. Like a blind man in prison trying to learn about the Bible. You're just like just over that Braille Bible. Oh, gotta get saved.
All right. We've had a lot of fun, but the real answer is a bidet. I don't mean to like step on the toes of MacTac, which I'm sure everyone's familiar with MacTac, the podcast. Mike and Kyle talk about cops.
Good guys, good show.
Yeah, they are very entertaining. Recently, they've kind of talked about bidets. I've thought about calling in to give my opinion, but I don't. Here's my thing, like Nerdy Thursday, another podcast that everyone I'm sure is familiar with. Sean and Mitch, also great guys.
No.
Good show.
They're fucking awful.
You disagree?
They're awful. I'm comfortable enough with them where I can be like fucking assholes.
All right.
But I love them.
I disagree.
I jest.
I disagree.
I like one of them a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you gonna? What are you gonna do? You doing this? You doing this thing where Taryn calls and like, I had a sex dream about one of y'all. Bye.
Yep. Forgot about that.
On MacTac, they were talking about bidets. And they were curious, like, how many people are okay with bidets and use them. And it's like, I've been so torn because it's like, I want to call in, but it's like, I don't like calling in because, like, when I call in, my biggest fear is, like, whatever show it is that, you know, we have, like, a relationship with, you know, is going to be like, this motherfucker calling in to promote his fucking show. So, like, that one time I called in, like...
Well, if you called in and asked a question like, hey, it's Dave from TADPOG. Bye.
Yeah, right. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.
Hey, I'm just going to tell, hey, you want to listen to a better show? Listen to mine. Bye. That's just an example of an asshole-ish thing to do.
Right.
Just an example.
Right.
And I also love both Sean and Mitch.
Yeah, sure. You've shown your true colors. There is, so like I desperately want to call in and defend bidet users because bidet is where it's at. A bidet is where it is at. I know several people who use them. They have the attachment for their toilet. And I have been so close to ordering one on Amazon because it is like It's such a clean feeling. It's like getting a little bit of a shower, but it only does take like 3 seconds.
So do you use the bidet and then wipe to dry off?
No, I just let it go wet.
Okay.
Yeah,
cool.
just let it wet. Get in there. Yeah, I'd probably pat it dry.
Okay, it's like wine out of the carpet. You just gotta.
And like, I think like, okay, so have you ever used a bidet?
No.
Okay. You say no like you never will.
No, I would.
Oh, okay.
I would if I ever came across one. Could just conveniently,
Like in the wild.
Yeah.
It's a copy of Earthbound and a bidet.
And a bidet. I have to use one to get the other. All right.
That's fine. You got to earn that Earthbound. So like the proper way. This is how I did it. When I was in Spain, our hotel had a bidet, and it was like they also had toilet paper. And it's like, I'm going to wipe normal, and then when I'm done wiping normal, I'm going to press this little button, and a little spurt of water is going to just shoot right at my butthole, and then I'm either going to pat this motherfucker dry, or I'm just going to pull up the underwear and have like a nice little a nice little vagina looking stain on my underwear.
You know me, just sitting in pussies. Just sitting in pussies.
How was your trip to Spain? Oh, dude, it was fucking great.
Oh, I sat in the best
God, I sat in so many fucking pussies.
Like, did you fuck up? No, dude. Just
Whoa.
Just pop that squat.
Whoa, fuck them?
Don't be a pervert.
What do you fucking take me for?
I'm a married man. I sat in the pussies.
You know that's a thing. If cake farting is a thing, you know sitting on pussies is a thing.
Because what was
There's
it?
probably a kink that involves farting in pussies. Like as I was saying cake farting, my mind almost made me say pussy farting, which is a different thing.
Very different. A quiff.
A quiff.
After I called into Nerdy Thursday and told them that, like, when I first met them, I thought they were together. I got messages from people who listen to that show being like, "Hey, me too." We're sad they're not. So I'm just saying, like, that'd be the best union ever if you guys just go ahead and
go ahead and get married.
Just go ahead and do that.
I mean,
do that.
It make me happy.
For the greater good, just get married. Dave and I would do it, but we're each already married to someone else. So, but you guys, neither one of you are married, so you can just marry each other. It's fine.
It's not too late.
No, it's not.
Don't make the mistakes that we made.
Well, Dave and I will both go get ordained. It'll be great.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. We could both do their wedding.
Exactly.
I like it.
So is hashtag even more Miller. He is. He got ordained to be the minister at his friend's wedding.
Yeah, I remember him telling me that.
Yep.
What church would you become ordained in?
Just because it would be ironic, I'd be like the Jedi priest or whatever that you could you could do.
That would be fucking perfect for you. Yeah, I think I'd probably like be a dragon priest.
Perfect.
Yeah. And like just like go up there with like my wet stain, my little pussy stain on my underwear, and like just go up and
my little pussy stain. I'd walk up there with my little pussy stain.
Man, I hope Truncate Silence does not destroy that joke.
Ruin that joke.
No, it won't. We're good. Yeah, and then just proceed to marry those two beautiful men in dragon speak.
Perfect. And then just watch Sean just fucking pound the shit out of Mitch's asshole. Just fiercely just tear him apart.
Well, this was fun. Then we got here. Then we got to
that Icelandic little Bruce Lee body of his. Just tearing Mitch up.
Well, that's honestly the best commercial I think anybody could give Nerdy Thursdays podcast.
Yep.
You're welcome, y'all.
But also, Adam, I think because, I mean, sanitary reasons, you're using your hands to touch everything. Your ass it's covered and not touching as many things. So I also think like
your neck, your crack,
your pussy, and your back. Every time I do that, Melissa's like, my neck hurts. How's your back?
Yeah.
That hurts a little bit.
Pussy or crack?
How's your crack? She looks at me. More importantly, how's your pussy? Sore. Yeah, we had a good weekend.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. You're doing it right. Lots of quaffs we're having, I'm assuming. I remember being in high school.
Make that pussy quaff.
Her rap name is Lil Quaff. Got dry tubs. Lil Quaff.
She'll love that and we would hold her back from coming back on the show.
I'm sorry, Melissa. I think you're perfect for Tyler.
I bet you don't queef at all. Ever.
Oh, I hope you do, or Tyler's not doing something right.
She can divert it somewhere. I don't know. What was I gonna say? So I think
the Yin Yang twins say you have to make that pussy fart.
And you know that is our religion. We are Yin Yangists.
I'm gonna get ordained in the Church of Yin Yang.
Like
all
Taoism. Right. No, the twins.
I now pronounce you man and man. I've never been to a gay wedding. I don't know how it goes. You may now twerk the bride.
Sean, you may now make Mitch's pussy fart. But I think it's also like kind of out of sight, out of mind. You don't have to see it and deal with it, so it's not as ever present in your mind.
It's locked away in your clothes prison.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Not like your hands.
Nope.
You can only lock those little fuckers away.
I mean, I'm sure if I cooked with my ass cheeks, then like I would have to scrub those
like
just as well.
Shin-chan.
That's my hands. Yeah. Oh, all right. Now we're going long.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was good.
Yeah, we took that on a weird little journey.
Now I went back to classic TADPOG.
A little classic TADPOG action.
TADPOG.
All right. We should do it like Mario, like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show style, where it's like half of it we do new TADPOG, and then like half of it's like the Legend of Zelda part, and then we just do classic TADPOG.
Perfect.
Where we just talk about other podcasts and like how we wish that they were a
slander
couple.
them in various ways.
Slanderous. There's nothing slanderous.
That's true because it's the truth.
It's just it comes from a place of love. It truly does.
Yeah.
But all right, you're just. I don't want you to start a pod war. That's all. I just don't want you to start a pod war.
I don't know. Sean loves it. Sean loves it.
Okay.
Sean
all
loves
right.
it. And
I wash my hands of it. Sonny boy.
Mitch is welcome to come down here and refute me on the show face to face.
Actually, that would be pretty great. Yeah, that would be pretty great.
They can come down here and I will watch them not have sex.
And
if that's in fact what happens. I'll be around them for 4 hours and I dare them not to start fucking.
We're done. We're done. This is funny, but we're done.
I dare you to come on our show and not fuck.
Have sex. Also, we need to apologize to Taryn for all the times we said pussy, which probably was like 100 goddamn times on this episode. Sorry, Taryn.
Thanks for listening, everybody. Find the show on iTunes, Stitcher, and got that YouTube. So to miss the next episode, we talked about this earlier today. Got to be doing Paperboy. Paperboy for the NES.
Yeah, probably should do it for the NES.
All right, perfect.
I'll talk about some of the other, I'll talk about my other experiences with Paperboy not on the NES.
Okay. Let's see.
I'll be streaming that on Twitch on Sunday. If you're listening to this when it comes out and you want to hang out, it's probably going to be around 8:30 Central on Sunday. I'm always deathly afraid to announce that, commit to that with my voice on a show, because I'm always afraid something's going to happen and make it so it's not doable.
Yeah.
But fuck it. It's Paperboy. It's Paperboy. It's special.
It's true. It's special.
And I'll just get comfortable with it, and then it'll just be a regular thing I announce on the show. It'll be fine.
So yeah, it's cool. Let's see. What else do I talk about? Talk about the game we're going to do next.
You want to send us something?
You want to send us something like Phil did? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'd love it. It helps us out. We appreciate it. You can send that to TADPOG Studios, care of Nicole Nance, P.O. Box 3785, Paducah, Kentucky 42002.
Mm-hmm. You can call us if you want.
You can call us 270-883-2555.
Yeah.
We're getting through last year.
We're almost through November of 2017.
And I went on a Instagram binge the other day and just flooded it with all sorts of shit. So that's the thing again. So TADPOG_podcast on Instagram.
Cool.
And I even got a message saying like, hey, put that on your cards.
On your cards?
Mm-hmm.
What
like
cards?
Our stickers. Our stickers. Put your Instagram and stuff on your stickers.
Oh, yeah.
And I just looked at it and went, did not reply. Just put it back in my pocket. But thank you for your advice. It was delivered in a nice way. I'm just like, I don't want to explain stickers.
You don't want to explain stickers?
I don't want to explain, like, Dave does his craft very well, and I don't want to say, hey, put more shit on it. Like, you know what you're doing. You put all the shit on there that looks good, that is adequate. So
I think we should just do a sticker that has all of our things on it.
It's the size of a notebook. Piece of notebook paper.
All the things also that we've discontinued, like SoundCloud.
Get that Patreon.
We do. Patreon.com/TADPOG. We just did that bonus video, which I promise you is worth $1. If you are on the fence, if you are a listener and on the fence about whether or not to donate, I promise you that this video is worth your $1. I fucking promise you.
Perfect.
And there's also like fucking over 20 hours of bonus episodes on there too.
A lot of good shit on there
that you get for like chipping in $1 a month. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
And I saw where your rough draft of some tiers, and I think those are all great ideas.
Oh
Those
yeah,
will
new
be coming
Patreon
soon.
tiers. Yeah. We want to reward, because we have donors who give us way more than the $1. That really
We have people who give us way more.
Yeah.
Way more. Way more. And then Alex Pena.
Right? Right. Yeah. So we wanna reward those, who go way above and beyond the $1. So we're working on tiers. Those will be up soon. When you first said tiers, I thought you meant like panel.
That's pretty high tier, but yeah. How you want to close this one out, Dave?
Oh, I want to thank a few people who
please
recently helped us out on Patreon. Sean Berry, a.k.a. Blumpkin Bear, recently upped his donation.
Nice.
Thank you. And Bubba Drewski, Andrew Dembski. So, Bubba Drewski, thank you so much for upping your donation as well. It's super nice of you. We do need to go ahead and get our photo shoot with our waifu pillows scheduled. So,
Damn right.
that's my plan for July's Patreon. Is probably another video. And probably high-res downloadable images of us with our pillows.
Yeah, you're damn right. And then our theme song is Move by Sycamore Drive. Link to that track and found in the show notes at TADPOG.com. How you want to close this one out, Dave?
I'm trying to think of like a culturally sensitive way that we could do it. Like maybe we could do it as...
Oh, our best Asian impression?
That is an option. Wait, let's spin the wheel of nationalities that we have here on the wall.
Do our favorite race. It's fine.
Yeah, your favorite one. Yeah.
Do the race we hate the most.
Well, see, actually, it's a dice game. There are two sets of dice. You roll one, and it gives you the race, and then you roll the second one, and it tells you your attitude towards it.
So we're doing just some kind of a racial accent?
No, that was your suggestion. Okay. I do not like it.
All right. I'm going to do Klingon.
You're going to do... Oh, shit. You're going to do Klingon. All right. Let's do Klingon then.
I don't even know what that sounds like. I'm just going to say it's Klingon.
That's great. That's wonderful.
All right. So until next time.
You're just copying me.
Got the batang.
But
I was holding that.
The girl from Boy Meets World.
Yep.
Accept thine execution by Topanga.
What's that thing that Worf carries around? Oh, Topanga.
I would love to see. I would love to see Boy Meets World remade into a Star Trek spinoff. I think that would be fucking marvelous.
Yeah, since Girl Meets World got canceled, then they can go wherever with it.
Nikki watched that.
Did you like it?
Meh.
Yeah.
She always seemed kind of. I don't know why she watched it. That's always why I'd ask her, how is it? Why are you watching it then? Meh.
Dedication.
All right. I get it. Trust me, I do. I get it. I watched the prequel trilogy for Star Wars, so I get it. I've only seen my daddy's dick when I was a child. It's enormous in my mind. I have no idea what his actual dick size is. No idea. We should call him.